Hey, what's poppin', y'all? This is WGPT episode 9. This is your boy Kin-Ming. We're here for another podcast talking about so much stuff and bringing back the quartet and having one guest.
Hey, what's up? It's François.
It's Aufaunt.
Siso in the place.
Welcome, Siso, to our podcast.
Welcome.
Okay, so we have so much to talk about. We have a movie that we just saw, François and I. We just saw Sonic the Hedgehog. Do you have opinions to talk about this movie, François?
Let's just say that I don't really know
much about
who
Sonic
is. Yeah, all I know that he's a character from Sega.
Yeah.
Which is a classic brand. All I know is Fast.
Yep.
And I know a couple of his friends. Was that Tails?
Yep.
Knuckles.
Yep.
And
Shadow.
some other humans.
I actually don't know
Eggman.
any other humans.
John Kerry.
Some token
His
token
name?
humans.
Handsome, good looking?
James Marsden.
James
Yeah,
Marsden.
the eternally dumped boyfriend in every show that I've ever seen.
That's right. That's absolutely correct.
That's his role in every movie.
But other than that, the movie was okay. The only thing that I liked about the movie was Jim Carrey.
Ooh, I would say Jim Carrey is really the highlight. Even though, when you first see the trailer that was released on YouTube, you probably be skeptical about his acting because he's not big compared to the actual gaming character. But oh my God, his acting, you will actually this is the Jim Carrey that you would know when you watch his old movies.
So essentially, he's playing the exact same person he plays in every movie, just nuts, basically, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Which is good.
Yeah,
What character does he play in the movie?
Dr. Eggman.
Eggman.
This
Eggman.
one, his character is very, he's obsessed because now there's a new challenge for him that's somewhat out of this world, which was Sonic. Spoilers.
Spoiler!
What? Spoiler.
Spoiler alert.
Did you never play the game?
I never played the game though.
Really? Any childhood? You come to the community center and the Left Freak plays?
I don't have
He
community
never
centers.
played the game.
I'm not rich like you, rich king man.
Yeah, that's a privileged thing.
Yeah.
Sonic is a privileged.
Oh, yeah.
You know what we had? Rocks and
Galaxy?
sticks.
I give it a 4 out of 5 for my rating. Just
Okay.
after seeing that movie.
I give it a 5 actually, just because of Jim Carrey. I'm a big
Perfect.
fan.
5 out of 5. Even though you're not
score.
really in love with the movie.
5
So-
out of 10.
5 out of 10. I was ready I thought that was our rating.
Five
Up to
out of
5.
5 as a Jim Carrey show. 5 out of 10 as a movie.
Pretty much. But I say Sonic and Jim Carrey is really the highlight of the movie. There's James Marsden as the human partner for Sonic.
Does he get...
I must say this. He was also... I don't know if anyone remembers this Easter movie.
Oh my God.
What was that? Jump?
No.
Anyway, yeah, basically he plays the human in the Easter Bunny story, and he ends up taking over for the Easter Bunny.
Really?
So,
Really?
so this is not the first time he has been in. Yeah, so I'm like, well, we'll work for money, I guess. But, and James Marsden also. I don't know if anyone here watches Westworld in HBO.
Oh, yeah, Westworld. Yeah. I
yeah.
watched that.
So yeah, he's a cowboy boyfriend
Yeah.
that gets let on, and
Oh, wow.
he's like
Oh, my God, you're right.
yeah. So basically, every role he's been is I wouldn't say typecast, but that character.
Yeah.
He's the straight guy that gets dumped.
Even in Cyclops,
As
he's the
Cyclops,
boyfriend.
He gets
he's Cyclops.
only because my wife loves this movie, The Notebook. He's the boyfriend that got dumped.
Oh, my God.
That is correct.
So getting
Oh,
typecast for the wrong reasons, exactly.
Whoa.
Did you guys see the...
No one takes the dump like James
yo,
Marsden.
What is that? Anchorman 2.
I was about to
Jack-
reference
Jack
that.
LeMay.
Jack Lime.
He got dumped too.
There you go.
Oh, my God.
Actually,
yeah.
he's Jack Lame. After Will Ferrell's character, if he beats him in a rating game, then he has to change his name, Jack Lime to Jack Lame.
Nice.
Yes.
It's to say you're good enough to be someone's boyfriend, but you're not. You don't have enough character to actually be a leading man somewhere.
Ouch.
Well, that's the job you get.
Yeah.
You know, funny. This is a true fact that I saw in one of his interview that he said that he cannot get the girls. In reality,
In real life?
in real life, yeah,
Wow.
in reality, and because he's
They've
possibly
typecast him.
he's possibly in the same movie with Ryan Gosling.
That Notebook.
That
No
Notebook.
one
Okay.
wins versus
I'm sorry,
Ryan
I haven't seen
Gosling,
Notebook
though.
yet. To be honest. The only Notebook I saw was like non-made sequel that it was between Conan O'Brien and Ryan Reynolds. I don't know.
I saw that. They
That
redid
was
the
a-
Notebook.
Yeah.
Just a
Oh, it's a
sketch.
remake. Oh, I thought it was a no sequel. My bad.
And they just started making out.
Yeah,
really,
and
when
it
comes
broke
down
my
to it.
jaw pretty hard just watching it.
Also, there was this movie called Enchanted, where this Disney princess, enters the real world, and James Marsden is the prince.
And he's the
Who
hapless
gets
prince.
dumped
I remember this.
by
Yes.
her.
I
She
think it was
blows
James-
him off. So once again,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh
Wow.
gosh.
Hilarious.
I wonder if people like write scripts and then they write this character down. They don't even realize they're writing it for this
Yeah.
guy, and then they just, who should we get to play this? Oh,
Well, I could imagine like the casting call for the first role he ever got. It's like I'm auditioning for the lead. Well, you kind of look good. You could be a leading man, but you have this air of loserness about you.
yeah, exactly.
I wonder if. Oh, he's perfect for the role. Like I just lost my girlfriend that same day, so I guess it worked out for the best. Now I have a career in showbiz. This is the loser dumped boyfriend.
like the next Batman and Robin
What?
they film, it's gonna be when Robin gets dumped, and they're gonna cast him.
So from us to James Marsden, if you ever get a starring role that gets you $1 million, we win royalties.
Exactly.
We want 5% of whatever you end up making.
We're really, really destroying James Marsden. Like the
Poor
first
guy.
Really? He's getting
He gave us
paid.
the ammunition. What can I say?
Yeah, he's getting paid. He's getting paid. He's all right.
I mean, still embracing his love being Cyclops throughout his interview from when he's promoting Sonic the Hedgehog.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
So you guys like the movie or not?
yeah, I love it.
It's like 200 million around the world, right?
Did
Globally.
pretty good.
They're
Yeah.
pretty good. Even better, Birds of Prey.
Yeah, that's
something.
what I keep on hearing, the comparisons. Like Birds of Prey did what, 70?
Oh,
Something like that?
For opening,
I don't know. No, not opening, for like up
over.
to now? I don't know.
170.
Okay, 170 and a make-believe blue hedgehog with on Ritalin is
It's
is beating
250. something like
yeah.
that.
Wow.
what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive.
Birds
I
of
probably
Prey.
shouldn't say anything. It's a room full of guys.
Yeah.
We should probably
Calm down with that.
maybe we should like bring a lady to the podcast once. And
Oh yeah.
One
have
day.
them defend themselves properly.
Which one is that? The movie with Harley Quinn? Is it?
That's
Yeah.
the run.
Oh, okay.
I think the last did we go over that in the last podcast?
Yeah, we did. Do you and
Oh,
François?
Well, you know what? Let's get the opinion because not Roy has seen that movie.
Finally saw it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, you seen it?
I went to go watch it on my own,
What did
and
And oh gosh.
what's the verdict?
it's
Uh,
a tough
out of 5.
one. Out of 5? Ooh, man, that's
5 stars out of 5 stars.
like generously. It's a generous one.
Wow.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
As in, there's no coherent story at all.
Yeah. No, it's
Oh,
like
man.
it's just I think Marvel is doing so well
Yeah.
in comparison, and the
It-
Joker did so well that
It
like they
completely
were
rips
just trying
out
to build momentum,
Birds of Prey.
So-
and then they come out with Birds of Prey, and it's like they James Marsden it. They like typecasted
Gosh.
the fuck out of
I've got two things, like two pieces of beef versus this movie, okay?
Yeah.
First of all, in a world where you have The Raid and you have John Wick, then you have this movie come in, and it's just all these women are Zara models. Like they weigh like maybe 102 pounds, and they're beating up guys who are professional bad guys. It just makes no sense, and they don't even look like they can fight. You know, there's no the choreography is so basic, right? You're just watching this and you're just like, what am I watching? I actually walked out, didn't I? I walked
You
out
said
from
you
it.
walked
Yeah,
out?
because you called in the middle. And I was like, yeah, I'll take this. Far more important than this horrible choreography.
You know what? You having said that, like normally what you like, I like. But knowing that the possible craptacularness of this movie is, I might like it because I know not to expect what I normally would expect out of a movie.
If you come in with expectations, then you could probably get away with it. And there are enjoyable moments.
there are
But
for sure.
if I think the burden we're holding is I've read that there's been a lot of women giving this the go ahead because female empowering, and they're trying to match the male dominated superhero movies.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, they just don't. But there's been Wonder Woman. There's been other movies where they've been great. So, it's not taking it down too much of a peg, because the actual character of Harley Quinn is actually pretty good. She plays it well, and I think if they focus just on her.
What's the rating on this thing?
The rating on this movie?
Rated R?
It's rated R. That could be another reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, might as well demonetize you guys.
Yeah.
Does Margot Robbie get topless or anything on this?
Nope, not even.
Okay, that's not.
I know.
There's no point to that then.
I paid full price. I didn't see one titty.
It's Harley Quinn.
I know. And she didn't even wear the shorts.
Okay.
And what was her reason? Did you guys see the reason she didn't wear the shorts?
No.
Because
No.
she goes. Did you?
I think it reminds us of her with Joker.
Well, not only that, but in the actual, Margot Robbie actually said that she's just not comfortable being that way. And it's weird because played it in
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And
She was wearing
this is
shorts.
what the character is. And yet, now you walk out in granny pants. It's like, okay. She did walk out in granny pants. Either that or she lost some booty. I don't know what I'm saying. We're going to get demonetized anyway on this.
But was her character,
Her character
enjoyable
was-
enough? Because that's supposed
Her
to be...
character was enjoyable enough.
Yeah.
The rest, so many superfluous characters, like the singer who turned out to be
A fighter.
what's
martial
her name,
art.
Banshee,
Black Canary.
the little apprentice girl, who's not a great actress. Like she delivers lines in the grocery store, like she read it off a piece of paper or something. It was pretty dry, and and then there's just a lot of characters you didn't need. If they delivered it like Joker, or they went into her character more and what her problems were,
Right.
it probably would have been more interesting, I think.
No, totally.
But they spent so much time on these other characters and
Ah.
the bad choreography.
Yeah.
And the second thing I gotta say, even though I've mentioned about 7 already, all the men are morons. Which is I know that's
I could let them get away with that if this is the type of movie that it's supposed to be, but then the female characters just have to be that much stronger.
Yeah, that means if the guys aren't morons, that means the girls are actually accomplishing something when they're beating these guys. The problem is these guys are just she walks into a police station and knocks everybody out with beanbag guns. Right?
With sparkles.
Yeah, and then the police just run around going, "Ow, their heads cut off." What do we do? What do we do?
You know what? I could already tell. I'm not gonna like this movie simply by the fact that the way you describe this movie.
Yeah.
I could already picture a better movie in my head.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we all could.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone who's seen this movie saw the potential, and they saw little moments in this movie where I could see where this could have gone, this could have gone, this could have gone, but no, they just muddled everything up with superfluous characters. And the bad guy wasn't even a bad guy.
No.
The bad guy was just a gay guy, right?
Yeah.
That's all he was. He wasn't bad. That one scene where I know
Anti-turfer.
hashtag whatever. No, but all he did was sort of effeminately dress flamboyantly.
That's right.
And get sort of spicy mad. You know what I mean?
You just get mad.
Yeah, he wasn't a conventional gangster in anything. You just wonder with that attitude, how could he run an actual crime organization with this behavior?
Right.
It just doesn't make sense. And then there's this one scene, spoiler alert, where I think he gets embarrassed at some point by some guy denying a contract with him. And then he thinks everyone's laughing at him. And then he sees a girl laughing, and he looks at the woman, and then he gets, it's his club, so he tells her, get on this table and dance for me. Right? And then she's very uncomfortably doing a bad strip show, and it's
That'll show everybody.
That'll
Just
show everyone.
Never
It's
laugh.
It's that's I suppose a feminist idea of what a bad guy is. Don't tell me to take my clothes off, you horrible guy. I'm worth more than that on a table or so. And it just makes a bad guy would be like, hey, shut up, bang. He wouldn't have. And then he told the boyfriend to take her clothes off. It's Like that just goes to show what the script writers were going through. Like what it's like, this is awful.
Yeah,
Dancing on a table and getting someone else to take your clothes, that's awful. But no one even shot a gun properly in this movie. It's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Anybody's ever played like Batman video games?
Yes.
You know that dude that Ian McGregor's character's like almost seemingly boyfriend role?
Yes.
That guy?
Uh-huh.
He's like insane in the video game.
Yes, he's supposed
so
to be
much
insane.
cooler in the video game.
Yeah.
You're right. They like play him off as like some
That's
moron.
a problem because I think they write all the men as morons.
Yeah.
They just think of them that way. At one point, the bad guy's supposed to have gotten a diamond from a bank, I think, from a deposit or something. Yeah. He grabs it, and you're holding a multi-million-dollar diamond, a giant jewel in your hand, and then that has like the codes to a larger amount of money, like lasered into it, and he takes that out of his pocket. He starts tossing it in his hand, like this is the. This is the level of intelligence of your goons, Like, this is your second-hand man, and he's holding, like, your entire fortune in his hand on a crowded street in, presumably Chicago or something. He's just tossing his hand, and then the little fat flip chick just, like, grabs it from him. It's like, really? You wouldn't have put it in an aluminum case and, like, locked it properly and attached it to your wrist and then walked away safely? Knowing this is your boss's money, you're gonna put it in your jacket, a diamond, a giant jewel,
and he's number 2.
And he's second in charge, man.
And number 1, Ian McGregor.
And he doesn't feel this fat flip hand go into his pocket like this. Really?
Just a note, there's at least 2 Filipinos here in this podcast.
Yes.
So we get to say that kind of crap.
We get to say that kind of crap.
Because it's our people, so we get to say that.
Exactly. Also, no one listens to this podcast. So.
Yeah, but 20 years later, if one of you ever gets famous, this is what they're going to catch you on.
Exactly.
No.
You were about to host the Oscars, you bastard.
Yeah.
Oh,
I apologized.
And like that female like chick that you were making fun of is like now like the Democratic vote.
Probably.
Like,
she's like the head of the Democratic Party or something.
But I get this feeling that this whole movie suffers from like they sacrificed quality for the sake of speed because it was a hot topic.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah.
Oh, probably.
All these like female-led movies are coming out. We got to get there first. So like, give me a script. It's not a very good script. Just give me a fucking script.
They felt like it.
It's like, yep, you get what you paid for, which probably is not
At
much.
one point, they're in a, spoiler alert. They're in a, fun house, right?
Yep.
They're in a fun house that I guess her and the Joker were using as a lair at some point.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Why?
They're there. There's 3 adult women and 1 teenage chubby flip chick. Okay, and then they're up there. And then all the bad guys, and including Black Mask, show up to get the diamond from her. Right? They're gonna cut it out of the little girl. There's about 30, 40 guys.
Yeah.
Does it seem like that? Let me know. Does it seem like 20?
It seems like a lot more.
Yeah. Presumably these are all paid henchmen that do this for a living, right? And for like 3 adult women who can't fight and apparently don't know how to shoot either, and a little girl take out 30 to 40 professional henchmen. It just does not make sense at all.
because they've gone over training.
Who's
live training? No, I meant like the henchmen.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's being
Presumably you
whooped.
hire
Their
bad
ass
guys who can at
whooped.
least shoot a gun. Or at least not make the mistake of walking in front of a bullet. Usually that's something that you don't even have to tell someone. Hey, don't walk in front of that bullet. It might kill you,
Or like how you guys described it from last podcast,
Okay.
where the singer I think was kicking the henchmen's asses. Like they 4 in a row got the roundhouse kicked in.
Yeah.
One after the other.
Oh, yeah.
And like the third and fourth person was not even following up, and just like
You think by the 3rd or 4th guy he'd be like, roundhouse me? I think not. But nope. she just basically roundhouses her way through like an entire police station or something.
But the thing
She
is,
just did it 3 times. There's no way she's gonna do it 4th time.
Yeah.
so
And she does it.
So can you tell
That's-
me what you thought the intended tone was of this movie? Because the way you describe it, if they were telling me this was like Charlie's Angels circa 2003, that sort of thing, I was like, well, that makes sense. That's the type of movie that it is. But I get the feeling that this was the type of movie that it was wasn't trying to be that movie.
No, it wasn't. To me, it was almost as if they sort of went over the Harley Quinn character from the comic. Not the comic, the animated show. If this was an animated movie, it would sort of make sense. Have you seen the animated series from Batman?
I know like Harley Quinn from the animated series. Yeah.
It seems like the entire thing is cartoonish in that sense, you know?
Well, what they should have done is made it like a female Deadpool movie.
Yes.
That would make
That's
sense for that.
Probably
That's
what they were trying to do, except they did not pull it off. At least Deadpool is an assassin, so you understand why he has the skill to kill all these people.
Yeah.
And also, he takes bullets because he
can live forever.
can live forever. Harley Quinn apparently like roundhouses her way out of a situation.
Well, no, the thing is, if they set up, it's like in this
What
universe
about
that you're watching this movie is not meant to be reality.
No.
It's like if they establish that,
And if they establish that, fine, right? If she's
this is a comic book movie.
yeah.
We can take that
and I think they hinted at that in the beginning, like as an unreliable,
source. Yeah,
yeah.
unreliable
And
narrator.
then after the police station, it just they just forget about that whole thing and they just continue on.
See, my movie would have been better because it would have been like a female Deadpool with a similar structure to say what she was. Then it'd be like laid over. Like, has anyone seen that movie, The House Bunny? Anna Faris.
No.
No.
So she's an
Oh, yeah.
ex playmate. She gets like she's too old for the Playboy Mansion, so she ends up going to a sorority and she shapes them all up. So I'm thinking, and in my movie, Harley Quinn would be like, oh, she just came out of jail, so she's like in Arkham, and she turns Arkham into that, all the females in Arkham, all these male villains are doing all this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, ladies, you can do much better.
So she turned in your movie. She turns all the women in Arkham to
Yeah, like all poison ivy on them, and she's like,
Yeah.
oh, we can kick all these men villain asses. Let's do that. And it's like, okay, I'd watch that movie.
yeah.
That would have been fun.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
That would have
Wait,
been fun.
let me ask you this because Harley Quinn is normally a villain, right? So
Yes.
is a villain movie like
But like
very hot.
the 1989 Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer, that was
That was good.
that was smoke. So I would have watched that movie.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I
Oh,
wish
for sure.
from Michael Keaton's Batman? Like this time, if he becomes Batman and be like the Batman for Batman Beyond and like be the Alfred of Bruce Wayne, you know what I'm saying? And
Oh, that would be ironic.
for the new Batman Beyond if there's a
Oh
live
yeah.
action for it.
So Michael Keaton as the old Batman in a Batman Beyond movie.
yes,
Yeah.
Who would be the new Batman in Batman Beyond?
it's like Robert Pattinson. It's like
You think?
No, I'm joking, but like it's like we haven't seen him yet. I mean, like
James
they're
Marsden.
having like they're still. What are you saying?
You know who James Marsden? This is going to be the James Marsden podcast. You know who'd be? He'd be like a good Two-Face.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
James
Actually,
Marsden.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see
Because
that.
he's
Yeah.
like, oh, if it was James Marsden in the like, Dark Knight Returns movie,
Yeah.
I would have bought it because another time he gets dumped
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
for
Oh,
Batman. And then imagine that transformation, like his half of his face, and he's like, ooh, he becomes a villain. Yeah, I could buy that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would. I think he's got acting chops.
You know,
He'd be able to pull it off.
You know Colin Farrell? Is that his
Colin
name?
Farrell?
He's the
Oh my
penguin.
goodness, are we that old?
Yep.
Colin Farrell, yes.
Yeah,
He's cast.
He was
as
Bullseye
he's-
in the.
Daredevil.
Well, Daredevil
Devil,
with Ben
yeah.
Affleck, yeah. But now he's cast as Penguin for the Robert Pattinson Batman.
Really?
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Okay, I want to see what they do with that.
Yeah,
see, yeah.
it's like you would think like who is the actor from Jumanji, the guy who plays the Penguin?
Danny DeVito?
That,
Oh yeah,
DeVito?
old
yeah.
Penguin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's Penguin, and now like you like
That's
think
the
of
Penguin I
comparison.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you think in comparison right now, Colin Farrell, he's the Penguin.
I don't know.
One looks like a penguin, and
I'm getting a little bit of like Batman fatigue, so I'm like, I don't know what's. Does anyone know what the hook is for Robert Pattinson
it's
Batman?
basically supposed to be like closer to the '50s version, like a detective, like
Yeah,
a true
detective.
detective kind of thing.
See.
I know,
I don't think they're gonna pull off the ears really, based on the first look.
I know,
of
because
him
you know
suit.
no one had ears in the
They,
'50s.
they're up to the point where they have to take Batman out of the regular Gotham thing and do like all of the multi, in different settings. Like, okay, they already did Samurai Batman animated.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's get like a medieval Dark Knight in like medieval times Batman. I'm there for that. You know, it's like, okay, I'm in a medieval armor suit fighting whatever. Yeah, and he's still an investigator, but I can. It's just that he's getting old, man.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know who's playing Catwoman in the new Robert Pattinson movie?
Oh, it's
I forgot.
right?
It's talking about Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
Zoe Saldana.
Kravitz?
Kravitz or Saldana?
It's like the girl from
Kravitz.
First Class X-Men.
Zoe Kravitz.
Zoe Kravitz? Okay. It's like the mutant girl who like plays the butterfly girl.
Oh, her. Oh,
Firefly.
Oh,
okay.
Firefly.
Yeah.
I
So,
remember that.
It's gonna be hot. She's gonna be hot.
so Robert Pattinson is gonna be Batman, and Zoe Kravitz is gonna be. So like half of the bubbly enthusiasm of this movie is already flooded off of me at this point.
Yeah, I know. It's a teen love story.
It's like, okay, maybe my kids will watch it when they're old enough.
But you know, that's good.
Like
It's
if
good
they don't
for
go
them.
dark, it's gonna be a CW.
Yes.
Like,
well,
go-
I hope they don't. I don't think Robert Pattinson would. Do
I don't
that.
think
He's
he would
actually a
too,
good
man.
actor.
This guy is.
But yeah,
There's a chance.
yeah,
Like if Colin Farrell goes dark and Robert Pattinson goes dark,
yeah.
and there's like a lot of like unsuspected violence that happens, and like just like really good fight scenes. Who knows? Maybe.
You know, I think that's what
Maybe.
DC needs to do. Like, Marvel's got the lock on the conventional superheroes. DC just gotta go R, like just
Yeah.
R-rated.
Yeah.
You know,
Hard R.
and they can't do it with their staple of Justice League characters because that's just not meant for that. But they've got enough characters in their catalog to like, okay, who can we like turn completely adult? Because the kids got the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
Let them have
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
What you're
speaking-
saying is like DC could be like the adult, a bit
Yeah.
more adult than what
You know.
Marvel's done.
That's
Blood and boobs.
Because you know what? Now that you
awesome,
mention it, didn't DC? Isn't Watchmen DC?
Yep.
Remember how dark Watchmen was?
Yeah. Go for that. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's just and go full out of that.
Yeah,
I
go
just-
for
Make a
it.
Watchmen world.
Yeah.
I just saw like a few more episodes of Titan season 2. Like Superboy killing all the soldiers that was raiding this old man's house when he was in there.
Yeah.
Good guys, that was entertaining. And because it's rated R, Titans. You guys have seen Titans?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, how do you guys like it when it's rated R?
Teen Titans?
Yeah, Teen Titans.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. No, I haven't seen that.
It's
rated
live
R.
action. And
Live
it's rated
action?
R. Yep, and it's like in Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's I like. I think I like the idea is R rated in my opinion.
Just far too many episodes, though. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably meant for an actual TV season. It's not like a Netflix season of like 7. This thing goes on for like 11 episodes or something.
Yeah,
There's a
11
few
or 12.
filler episodes.
Something like
so.
that. But like, yeah, you see Slade as the villain for season 2, and yeah, he's like a samurai guy that
Yeah.
he's like stabs people. So of course you should keep it rated R. I say it's
Is Beast Boy in there too?
yeah,
Yeah.
How's the CGI?
it's cool.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, they only use like 2 animals, a tiger and a snake. That's it. Because the budget of Beast Boy is too expensive. That's why they had to keep it down of this amount of animals.
Yeah, they kind of blew their budget on the the first episode of season 2 on that.
Raven's dad,
Yeah.
Trigon.
I don't know what
I
his
think
name was.
Yeah.
He was the corned beef devil guy. It was CGI. You could totally tell by his motion. He looked like a video game, sprite. Like
Yeah.
he didn't move very fluidly, but for a TV show, not bad.
I
For a
was
video game-
disappointed. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, just based on that first episode, because they left it as a cliffhanger after season
Yeah.
1. That you gotta like keep up with what's gonna expect for season 2.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a whole entire season, Trigon,
Yeah, you would think so. And then
but it's
they-
only episode 1.
Yeah, I know.
He's like destroyed. How is that possible? Because he's like the super villain of Darkseid. Yeah, and he only kept it for like 1 episode. Like, okay, I guess we're gonna keep a whole other story with Slade because he's like the actual main villain.
Yeah,
in
we don't
Teen
have to
Titans.
CG him the whole time. Basically, they blew their budget on him. Basically. I
Okay,
think that's
got you.
what it was.
Oh, okay. So
So we should probably keep it moving to the next topic because we've been going on banging about DC and Harley Quinn.
Just
and
bring back
other
Zack
sucky mo-
Snyder. Just bring him back.
Let's talk about a good
What?
movie this time.
Release the
Okay, yeah.
Snyder
There's
cut.
plenty of good movies.
That's
so
a change for this podcast.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
talk
always
about a
talking
good
shit.
movie. Are there any?
Hey, did you guys ever talk on Jojo Rabbit at all?
No,
I want to see that.
It's
That's
really
probably,
good.
Yeah, I don't know if who I'm going to see that with.
Yeah, we'll watch it, man.
Yeah, the next time. Yeah, we got to see that. But Taika Waititi, man, I'm here for anything he does.
Yeah, that guy is on fire, man.
Yeah.
Anything that guy touches right now is like success.
Did you see the interview with Taika Waititi and with Alan? He was like asked like why he played Hitler.
Hitler.
Yeah, he doesn't know why.
It's like, how can I possibly piss off everyone in one go? I'll play Hitler.
I'll play the conscience guy.
We saw it about, 2 months ago?
We saw it so long ago, and to this day I still smile when I think about it.
Man,
Yeah.
so
Like,
I
this-
enjoyed it. I
I
just
was-
don't remember exactly every detail anymore, but
I was tired, so so it's too bad that I got knocked out.
When I saw the trailer, they had me at the kids with bazookas. I was like, okay,
Yes.
I'm here for that.
Oh.
yeah, the kids.
I will want to watch this movie when I can.
there's a few more scenes like that. I'm
It's so funny.
yeah,
man.
it's so funny. It's so It's so creatively funny.
It's like I would gladly pay money to allow
see.
him to make
Yes.
all the choices.
If there's
The
one thing I
director.
can say, it's I'm glad we paid for this. You know, it's like some movies you pay full retail for and you're like, that was such a waste of money.
Yeah.
This one actually felt like we got our money's worth.
Oh, for sure.
We walked out of the movie still talking about it, and it was, it felt good afterwards.
Have
I laughed so
you,
hard.
Yeah.
Have
I
you
couldn't
seen
stop
the Hunt for the Wilderness People?
No, I haven't.
Oh, there's a Taika Waititi film too. If you like that, you'll love this one.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Another
thanks for
one.
that.
This guy is
Yeah.
like, and he's busy as hell, right? Like,
Oh, man.
maybe he's
Oh.
got up to 5 or at least 6 projects he's doing this
You
year.
know what I heard? I don't know if you guys know the anime Akira.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They might give that to Taika Waititi.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah.
I don't think
That's
they're-
gonna be
I
a
don't
big
know.
one.
Is
Yeah,
is
it's
that
not gonna
sensibility?
happen.
Okay.
No,
'cause-
they went over that, and it's not gonna happen
No,
anymore.
Oh,
No.
man, okay, never
Yeah,
mind.
but they were going to. They were talking about it.
You know
yeah.
who should do Akira after he does Dune? Danny Villeneuve should do Akira.
Yeah?
I think he's the man for it because he's already done Blade Runner.
Yeah.
and it's like
yeah.
it just it closes a loop for me because that just
Yeah. Yeah, Blade Runner and Akira are
would make
essentially-
sense
yeah.
exactly. So I'm thinking.
Did you guys enjoy the new, like, you guys have all seen the first original Blade Runner and then the new one?
Yes, I have.
You guys like them? You guys
I
enjoy
like
them?
both. Now
Cool.
here's the thing: the first Blade Runner, my brain says it's a good movie, but I could never get past the first hour or so, 45 minutes, because I doze off. Like it's
Yeah.
a good movie, but it's like it's a noir movie, and unless you. Like I forget what the point. Like I'm like Decker. It's like after a while you just drift off into like whatever the hell else.
Yes.
And you're like, but I know I like this movie and I have it in my collection somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's great background movie.
That's right.
Like
Ah.
I can do my work and have this playing in the background and not feel like I missed anything. But I'm glad it's playing there.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Second movie, I feel is much better to be honest.
Oh. But too bad the box office didn't go well.
No? I
No,
had
but
idea.
that's the type of movie that it is. It's like
Sci-fi,
yeah,
like so many people are like doesn't seem so intrigued or like very attached to it.
yeah, it's like it's like I would say it's a cult classic in that it's like it's never gonna make a lot of money. It's never gonna be like gen pop popular, but it's gonna be like it's gonna last throughout the generations. So like, yeah, this was a good movie compared to all of the other general crap that will be out there.
Right.
Like this was actually a good movie. So that's what that is.
Like, it'll probably age a little better.
It's gonna
than-
age better. That's exactly.
Yeah.
I could say about 10, 15 years, I'll still watch it, and like, yeah, I'll still want to watch it over and over again.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
When 2049 actually comes here.
Right,
Yeah.
you can
You
like
guys remember
celebrate it and like compare.
It's like, where the hell was my car? My
Yeah.
flying car. I'm still waiting for it.
Where's my hologram girlfriend?
Exactly. Where's my giant blue naked girlfriend?
Yeah. Anna de Armas or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like a dark horse in any movie.
Yeah.
Somehow she always makes like, and I don't mean to be like objective, like she's really pretty, but also there's something really interesting. I've seen her like do really long scenes where it's actually her and
Yeah,
they
she's
require her
actually a
to
decent
act.
actress.
She's
Yeah,
a really
yeah,
decent
yeah.
actress. I like her.
She was
Like
good in
Anna.
that movie already as it is. Like, she can play both like the girlfriend you always wanted and the always skank. It's like at the top of the billboard. Like,
Yeah.
wow, that's
Actually, that's true, right? Because those are two totally different characters, and she pulled both off really well.
My heart broke when I don't know. Has anyone seen the whole movie yet?
Yeah,
2049.
Yeah.
My heart broke when they like. Spoiler alert! You were warned. When what's her name? The villain smashes on her unit, and it's like I'm like. No!
Oh, I know.
My heart broke when I saw it. I was like, "No, I love this." She's like, "Oh my, you might as well kill the favorite puppy." And
Yeah. No
Like,
kidding.
And it's like, oh man, I heard somewhere, loyalty is sexy. Oh yeah, and I was so turned on at that time. Oh man.
Well, hey, so A Quiet Place Part 2 is coming out. I mean, let's talk about like the first movie. First movie. So
You guys will have to talk about this. I have not seen this movie
not
yet.
Roy and like
The first one you haven't seen.
I haven't seen
Not
it,
Roy,
yeah.
you seen it?
I've seen it.
Oh, you seen it? What? Okay. So François and I, we saw it in theater. Yes,
I saw
so
it
you
last.
just saw it just last night.
I saw it just last night.
You
with
just
my
want to be
wife.
prepared for the sequel. Is that what it is?
Well, no. Okay, so let me paint the picture here. So it's like I got like 4 kids, and they're just like, oh, let's camp out in the living room. And like my wife was like, oh crap, they're gonna take the living room. What can we watch? It's possibly not gonna wake them up.
Oh, word.
It's like, oh, look, A Quiet Place. I'm like,
Perfect.
I don't know if this
Quiet.
is gonna be right the movie we want to watch, but it's quiet. And it's like, okay, we're watching, and my wife's like, I already knew what this was gonna be about, and my wife's like, oh, what the hell? This is so quiet. It's gonna be boring. Nope, it's not. And you want to keep the volume down. It's okay. We got subtitles. And as we were watching it, at one of the crucial scenes, one of my kids wakes up. She's like looking at that, and you know how the monster this is there.
Yep.
We're talking like Stranger Things season 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
She's like, what the hell? I was like, no, this is gonna be. Close your eyes. Nope. 5-15 minutes later, okay, we got to finish this fucking movie.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah,
Actually,
so
you feel so
it-
attached to it.
Exactly. So it's a very good movie, actually.
I panic whenever it comes to like those loud scenes and everything. Like you know, like remember that scene where there were 2 kids were playing board games? They like rolled the dice and then they just knocked out like a candle. It was like causing a flame through the carpet, pretty loud. So that's why like John Krasinski's character was like trying to turn it down and just shh. And then there's like something's coming. And the Parasite was like a raccoon or a mouse just like jumping out from the roof and everything. Then they were just like running off to the garden, and that's when they got killed by the creature. It's like, and it's so loud. It scared me.
Oh my god.
Okay, I want to get everyone's reaction to the first like the 5 minutes of this movie. Like even the intro, right after they walk into the bridge.
You
with
mean the
youngest kid? Yeah. So what were your reactions like when that happened? What were your expectations?
Holy shit.
I got chills.
What
Just-
happened?
Okay, spoiler.
Go for it.
Okay.
So basically, the movie opens with them kind of scrounging through this grocery store, and they establish that there's 3 kids.
Yeah.
2 of the like older ones, and the youngest is like 5 years old, right? And they're like talking, and you already know that this kid is like gonna be like, oh crap, this is gonna be the annoying kid. The whole premise is everyone has to be quiet. Everyone has to be dead, silent, quiet. So okay, but this is gonna be the annoying kid who's gonna fuck it all for everyone because it's like can't keep his mouth shut for shit. Even the baby is more quiet than this kid. So, but I mean, like, okay, he's a 5-year-old kid and he's cute. He's supposed to be cute. So they're walking down the bridge and
On the sand, just to remain quiet.
So before I get to that, like in the store, the kid finds this like toy plane, and it's like, oh, I like this plane, but it makes noise. Oh, Daddy, I'll take the battery out, but I'm gonna take the plane. We're gonna play with it when I get home. Oh, nope, the sister gives the plane to the boy, and so the boy, I don't know what happened, but
No, he grabbed the battery before he left.
So you see, as if we know there's such stupid people in movies. We're gonna get rid of that, but we're gonna make it painful for you.
Oh, wow.
So as they're walking down the bridge,
Okay.
the kid. Okay, first of all, 5-year-old kid's behind them. Obviously, not supposed to happen. You don't leave your 5-year-old kid 10 paces behind
That's
you as
right.
you're walking through the bridge in a world infested with monsters.
Yeah.
But okay, so that plane starts making noise.
Okay.
Okay, bad enough that this kid, in his living life, 5 years, has not figured out you're not supposed to be making any noise because you
Yeah.
got monsters. He raises up this plane, makes more noise.
Oh.
And everyone's, and like, you can see the mom's face, Emily Blunt's face. She's like, closes her mouth. She's like, my baby. And then like Jim Krasinski's like running as hard as he can. It's like just oh shit. And you see the monsters like going parallel to him, like, and so you got the suspense building. And this kid, for the life of me, just stands there. Here, monsters, I know you're gonna eat me. But it's okay, I'll stand here and wait for you.
Okay.
As this thing, and then out of nothing, boom, monster swipes the kid away, and he's like, and you just left there like, oh Lord, what has happened to my kid?
Oh my God. Holy
And
shit,
that's
that's the first
that's
5
the
minutes.
opening. That's the opening, and then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
flash forward like a year.
Oh yeah.
Oh
you
my
know,
God.
you know who played the creature in hindsight?
Who plays the creature?
Yeah.
Okay.
John Krasinski. so in hindsight, really, John Krasinski actually killed his own son.
What?
Wait, what? It wasn't CGI?
Yeah, of course it's CGI, but it's just like behind BTS. kind of thing. He also played the creature.
Oh, because
The
they
mocap.
they
That's
they,
hilarious.
they filmed this movie on a small budget, right? Is
Yeah.
that what's going
Yeah,
on? Oh,
yeah.
I see.
So like really,
I thought you meant that.
Like metaphorically.
Yes.
This was like pseudo.
I thought it was like PTSD, and he just like thought he just pretended like he saw a monster, but he actually stabbed his kid.
This was like a pseudo indie effort. Like, and
Oh,
they found
yeah.
the script and they're like, "This script's awesome. We gotta film this."
Okay.
So we're like, "Okay, you know what? We're gonna just do me and the creatures. There's no need to like hire actors for this."
Okay. Well,
But so that was like, I don't know what your reaction was when you guys first saw that scene. With
That
the kid,
sounds
'cause-
awesome.
oh,
I haven't seen
didn't
it.
know if he's gonna die because it was part of the trailer when
Yeah.
he first released it.
Oh,
Then you got
I haven't seen it, and it sounds awesome to me.
Oh.
I
It's
can't
already
wait.
spoilers. What we just described.
You know, one of the
was it?
craziest scene too. Going back to that first scene, because they were walking a trail. They're walking on the sand to lessen the noise. So it's the dad first, the mom, the firstborn was the daughter, who is blind.
No, you
Deaf.
was deaf.
Deaf. Sorry.
key turning point in the story plot.
Sorry,
Oh gosh, what is the sound
Oh
I'm
my
actually
God.
stepping on?
No. Okay, so it's panning out to the faces, right? Dad first, mom, and then the deaf girl. So on the scene, the deaf girl's the camera's on the deaf girl, and everything is muted, right?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
So there's like silent noise,
oh yeah.
and she just she was looking at her mom's face, and she just turns around and dramatic face. And I was wondering at the same time too, what's wrong with their faces? And that's when
That's
the
when the
dad
creature
starts
came.
coming. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
That's when I thought, okay, you just got heavy.
Siso, what's your thought about the death scene for that last one?
Which one?
Well, I feel like I'm gonna spoil it. I mean, like,
Well,
Yeah,
feel
we're
free and spoil it. It's
we're
been a couple
spoil-
of years, hasn't it?
all right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. John Krasinski died in the movie.
Yeah. So I wouldn't even say that, even as a spoiler, I wouldn't say that was the climax of the movie. But
I mean, I teared up. I was like,
I appreciated that scene. And as a human being, I appreciated that scene. And it's sort of like, but part of me can't. It's like it felt needless, to be honest, because in that situation, it's sort of like, okay, I understand.
You're trying to
you
save
wanna
your
draw
kids.
you want to draw the kid away. But there's so many other ways that you didn't have to sacrifice yourself. You had like a gun. You had a whole bunch of shit.
gun does not
You had
work,
a whole
really.
system set out so it could make noise and draw those things away. So I'm like, just okay. Here's the thing. At the time of watching the movie, awesome movie. 10 minutes after it, I'm like, oh,
Thinking
fuck
over-
it. This movie does not. It will never happen in real life.
Yes.
Okay, so let's posit a few things. Okay, there's a handful in the movie. They establish there's 3 of these type of creatures. Okay, they're fast, they're armored, and all that stuff. But okay, again, spoiler alert: the weakness of these things, you think would not have been figured out earlier. It's like, oh, put them in a room with a lot of feedback. This,
Yeah.
because they're like
If they're sensitive to noise.
so the premise of this is these aliens are like, okay, they have their armor is unpenetrable and they can't see, but they have hypersensitive hearing. That's why everyone has to be dead quiet. But the thing is, anyone who's been watching any sort of like decent M. Night Shyamalan movie or even anything, it's like, oh, you have hypersensitive aliens who are like sensitive to one form of sense. Why don't you just overload that?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, okay, y'all remember Signs with Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, this would have been like the Signs. It's like,
Like
instead of
water.
Yeah. So instead of this, see, they posit this like so far into the future where these aliens sort of dominated the world. But I don't think they would have never gotten that. There would have been a good movie where this family just discovers, oh crap, there's these aliens and they seem to be sensitive to sound. They're wiping out everyone in the town. How are we going to defeat them? Okay. But like, I mean, it's like, again, I'll stress, I like the movie. It's good in that when you're in there, you don't think about these things. But as soon as you step away, I'm like, this whole thing just falls apart.
Yes.
It's like, I would like to watch it with people who have not watched it before.
Okay.
But I'll never be able to watch it on my own again and kind of like,
Take it seriously.
you know.
I never would have done that kind of thing, and
And again, like, so one of the premise of this movie is like Emily Blunt's pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And she's gonna have this baby. Okay,
That
I
was
understand the suspense,
Uh-huh.
but that's one amazing fucking baby. What baby does not cry when it comes out of a mother's womb?
Yeah.
This baby coos and it's like, oh, okay, first of all, Emily Blunt, okay, fine. You want us to believe that you, as a mother who was about to give birth with no anesthetic, who stepped on a nail, like, this is the thing is like, she stepped on
that
a nail.
was the worst
Like,
enemy.
it's a
that
long
actually
nail too.
fell.
This is not like a hangnail splinter. This is like a long nail she steps on. That's why she's like, "Ooh."
Is
That's
this
what-
like this sideshow Bob thing where he steps on multiple?
No, it's like one long nail.
Okay.
It's like, and it's like, yeah, exactly, right? Like when on the journey through this movie, you're thinking,
She's
How
gonna
the-
step to it.
yeah, it's
Because
like,
it'll come to you.
You saw it. She saw it.
Yeah,
she
because
knew it was
it
there.
was stuck. It was actually like, the nail attached to her clothing when she was going up the
Yeah,
stairs.
it's like they built their whole system of life, meticulous to the core, with sand and you have a nail sticking out of a nail. And it's like, we'll deal with that later.
Yeah.
This could
Well-
possibly make noise for anyone who steps on it, but I will like to tell my husband and my kids, watch out for that nail. At least tell them, avoid that nail, much less, oh, I myself saw that nail. We'll step on it. And I'll attempt to make no noise.
I will agree that that's possibly the most painful moment to watch through the movie.
Ugh, the
What?
giving birth
The
scene.
nail scene.
The nail
nail?
scene, yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause then you
because
really-
you will see that coming. Because like, it's when Emily Blunt went up the stairs that she accidentally like set up the nail like up.
Did she
up-
set it up?
accidentally because it was like
Okay.
it was stuck to her clothing and she was like
The
dragging.
movie sets up that there's a nail sticking out.
Okay.
Yeah, and so she had to like drag her
Dress.
clothes,
Yeah.
her dress up and everything, and that's when like the nail starts to stand upright.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you would think like, oh shit, this movie when we're watching throughout, like they're probably setting up later on that one of them is gonna step on that nail, and so Emily Blunt is gonna start running away from the creature, going down the stairs, and you're like thinking, oh shit, she's gonna step.
That
and
nail
she
is gonna be
stepped
there.
on it.
Yeah.
And the thing is the fact that I think it's that nail that triggers the whole thing from like the whole plot, because something strips and she ends up falling and she drops something in like a frame or something, and that's the noise that triggers those creatures coming to their
Okay.
house. That nail already instigated this whole situation, yet I'm just not gonna worry about it later on. I will ignore this potential threat to our existence because plot.
All right, so like, what do we expect from the sequel? Because like, if they know how to beat the creatures at the end from the first movie, what do we expect from the sequel? Because we have the actor Clint Eastwood. No, what's his name?
But
Clint Eastwood.
you mean the son?
No, this other dude who plays Scarecrow from Batman Begins.
Caleb.
I think.
I forget his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Peaky Blinders, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the guy.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah. He's
forgot his
also
name.
he's also
Some
like
movie.
another character
I
in
know.
in the movie, which I don't know what to expect once they already figure out how to beat the creatures.
I
in
don't
the first
know.
movie.
I don't know if I really.
Want to see?
Is anyone actually looking forward to seeing the sequel to this thing?
I probably will.
I'll give it a shot. That's a good
Who
question,
knows? Actually.
Who knows? Like, it might be good. It looks like they're gonna try to explain
So,
how this all happened.
so what did everyone feel about the actual ending of the first movie?
This movie?
Was that? Did you guys feel that it was a satisfying ending to the first movie?
Well, what was the ending?
Because they finally figured out how to beat the creature.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get your reactions first, and then I'll tell you. I'll have an extended rant on this ending. 'Cause
All right. Go for it.
What did y'all feel about the ending? Was it satisfying or like? what was-
Yeah, I think I do recall how I first saw it. That once I saw like they figure out they're
Yeah.
coming to there's about to be a war in that house and everything, and they and it's like, oh, that's how it's gonna end. I guess that's cool. 'Cause they understand how they do it.
Okay. Tell me that this is a season ender to a series, that there will be a series happening, and this is how they're going to start off. Fine. But tell me, like, with no knowledge, okay, I knew that there was a sequel coming, but still, as like, if I was in the theater looking at this, I would have been in the theater shouting out, oh, chick, fade to black, no, not even to fade to black, blackout. I'd be like, bullshit! Bullshit! You finally figured out how to kill one of these things, and you're not gonna give me the payoff of them actually getting the upper hand for the whole movie.
I see.
The whole movie, this whole family's been running scared shitless at every little thing. They've basically been in an extended abusive relationship with aliens.
Yeah.
We will literally walking on eggshells so that they cannot make noise to piss off the abusing aliens who walks around their house, and any moment it's like, we'll cater to you, and we're just like, oh, finally the one time they realize we can beat these motherfuckers, and they just cut. They didn't give me that satisfaction to like draw those, and we know there's two.
Yeah.
So like I wanted to see, and you see those two aliens coming out in there because they have this very elaborate security system. They see those two aliens running through the screens, and mother's like chick, like, oh shit. You see, I was like on that whole trip. I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna get down.
Yeah.
And me and my wife were like, it's gonna go down. We're gonna see
And
those.
then the shock of reload.
And it cuts to
And it just cuts to the credit.
you learn to hate these. Okay,
Yeah.
granted, the movie was good because they made us hate those aliens.
Yeah.
They killed a cute 5-year-old kid, granted, a dumb 5-year-old kid, but they killed a cute 5-year-old kid.
Yeah.
They were going to kill a baby. They're probably going to eat the baby.
Yeah.
Okay, I hate these motherfuckers like nothing already. Like, fuck these motherfuckers. I was like, I was up to like Eddie Murphy, I don't know what kind of other comedians, like, fuck these motherfuckers. I was like, I was watching Shaft. Like, if you want to do a review of Shaft 2019, I could do that too. But I was just like coming off of that.
Yeah.
So I still had that in my blood. Like, fuck these motherfuckers. These motherfuckers can come in and fuck up this baby and fuck these motherfuckers. Pop the shotgun up, baby. Like, get that bitch. I was up to that point. I was boiling, and they cut to black. So I was like completely like, you know, like.
They left you with blue balls.
Metaphorical blue balls, man. Like Emily Blunt was gonna get me off with
Emily
that shotgun.
Blunt was
man.
gonna get him off.
Emily Blunt, bad mother.
She'd be the one to
bad
do it.
mamma jamma. She was gonna get me off with that
Bloody foot
shotgun.
and all.
She was gonna like shoot those bitches up in their heads with a blood splatter. I was gonna be happy with aliens. Like, okay, cool, give me a sequel. No, they end that up
Wow.
with a shotgun, with the click and a.
That'd be like ending Aliens with Sigourney Weaver hiding in a closet and then like hopping out finally with like some weapon and then fade to nothing.
It's like at that crucial moment where like,
Yeah.
oh, that alien's there, and you know she's gonna push the eject button to eject the alien, and then they just cut before she presses the button.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
And so they give me a sequel, and it's like, I know we pissed you off, so in order to please you and appease you, we'll give you a sequel. I'm like, motherfucker! It's a little too late for that.
Wait,
You're gonna give me flowers?
Is this a sequel?
Well, I mean, you just saw it last night.
Yeah.
You can
I'm
have
kidding.
your chance to enjoy it in March.
No. You see, this is one of those. That's why, like, a testament to how good this movie is, but a testament to the bastard producers and director who made that decision. Because it's like, okay, like might as well get R-rated on this thing. If you're about to come and your girlfriend goes, oh, I'm about to go, but I'll make it up to you later.
Yeah.
Bitch!
Exactly.
You motherfucking make it up to me now. The fact that you have to make it up to me already pisses me off. I was about to. You know, like telling you that she'll come back in 5 minutes and finish you off is not going to be any resolution to you because you're like, fuck.
I know, that's one resentful cum.
Exactly, right? And like, if they told me at that point, it's like, kick, you know, the story doesn't end here. Watch for Quiet Place Part 2. Like, oh, okay, fine, I'm for that movie. But fuck you, but yes, I'm there for that movie. No.
Wow.
And I get an indication that Quiet Place 2 will not pick up. I don't know. Someone tell me if they watch this movie, because I will not watch it until they tell me it picks up from that second.
Has anyone seen Quiet Place 2?
I think
It's not out yet.
It's not even out yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? It's not out?
So whoever sees
March
it,
20th or so.
Oh,
give or
okay.
take.
better tell me if they pick it up from that second.
Oh!
If they do,
Yeah.
I may take back everything I said and I'll say like, okay, brilliant move. But if they like
Just
cut-
move on.
and it's like, well, fuck you and fuck you too. And I heard there's gonna be like flashbacks of John Krasinski, like the life.
Oh
they had
yeah,
before
because he was
this.
still alive. I mean, apparently he's in the movie.
Yeah, so it's
It's
like
flashback.
If there's flashbacks, if this is gonna be like a Godfather's 2, like this is their life now, and this is how it happened before, then like fuck you. I have watched this movie. It's called The Road. I don't like The Road. Don't give me this movie anymore.
That's hilarious.
Because I heard like this, the basic premise is like, okay, they beat the aliens, but now they have to get out.
Out where?
Exactly, right? Like they're gonna have to go. They have to leave their farm and
Oh.
go out into the world.
And
a
they
big-
cannot outrun this creature.
No,
Plus,
they can't.
If you are like in
But
your,
you knows their weaknesses, so it's
yeah, in your vehicles, they can like still outrun you because you're hella loud.
yeah. So they have to do a road trip, and it's not just the aliens they have to face. Okay, people want to take advantage of you. Fine. Post-apocalyptic landscape. Fine. I've seen this before, and I don't want to see it again. Just give me a way for you to fuck up these creatures. Sorry, that's like my violent reaction. Okay.
Do you know there was an
I
interview?
think that sort of deserves a clap.
Oh, really? Okay.
I thought I specialized in crazy rants, but that was well formed.
Yeah, I had, like I said, I had a violent reaction to that last night. It was like this funny how you
Were
all
you like laying in bed, rolling around, going, "Goddamn Krasinski, Krasinski!" It's like fade to black. It's like Sopranos, you mother.
it's like this is what a $10,000 hooker feels like, and she stops short. I'm like,
Oh
ah!
my god.
That's what it's like, That's how like, damn you. Well, good thing you're not making money off this podcast.
Nope.
Oh man.
So, in the theme of keeping this moving, what else do we have on the list there?
Something that we did.
You mean the gay
Not
sex? No. Okay.
Nutroy was out there watching Parasite at Marine Gateway while the three
Oh,
of
the
us-
drugs.
Yeah.
Drugs. Fwah, 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 fwah.
Fwah, fwah, fwah.
So,
I mean,
François, what did
for-
Aufaunt and I did at that time when Nutroy was out watching Parasite?
what were we doing? I mean, we were waiting for you, and basically everyone in the truck was smoking up.
We were hotboxing a car.
Oh yeah.
Apparently,
And then that's when you asked me, it's like, all right, bring my car to somewhere else. I thought I was
yeah,
parking.
we went to go get a parking space somewhere else.
I thought I was parked in a parking space because there's no meter.
Yeah, but do you trust that in Vancouver, man? Like, do you trust not to get a ticket in Vancouver just because you're parked beside a tree that has nothing? Like, a squirrel could call you in, and you're gonna get a ticket. So anyway, we took off after he hotboxed in the truck, and then went to Not Roy's joint to leave the car, and then like a police officer like pulled a Yui on us. We thought we were prematurely pulled over. It's like, I know what you were thinking of doing today. We were like, oh shit. Turned out he was like pulling someone else over. But I was like, damn, that's gonna be the night. Let's.
Yeah, the universe is telling us a
Universe
warning.
is telling us. A warning.
Oh my god!
And we didn't listen.
You even said that you were thinking about running.
I know. I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I just like hopped out of your car and just started running for no good reason? Just like, oh my god. And the police is like, dark person running. He must have done something. Kill him. It's like, oh.
This is Vancouver, so the police can go. They can go black man running. No, this could be
I
any
know.
dark person running.
Dark person
There
running.
are at least 2 or 3 nationalities we can pin on this to.
Exactly. Ambiguous nationality running.
So yeah, we were at Nutroy's place, and then we switched car. We got off our car and got to his
The truck.
and-
Yep.
Yeah, and then we did a bunch of stuff. Like tell
A
us, what
bunch
did we
of
do?
stuff. Yeah.
Let's just say we were doing a 420 on not 420 day.
Exactly.
We ate, I guess, too much of edibles while smoking
Yeah. When
some
there's
more.
List some stuff what we ate.
Well, I don't want to get too much into that. I'm just gonna say, like, I'm just gonna give a warning to anyone listening. Yeah, you know when they tell you not to do edibles, like not to do too much in one sitting. Yeah, probably don't. It's probably a good idea to not do too many. Like when they warn you to just, especially if you're just starting off, like, and if that bean is nice and sticky, just get a little like pinky fingernail worth. Don't like down like half the body because
Concentrated.
it's that concentrated.
Oh.
Yeah, and I'm thinking like,
We're talking like,
yeah, I'm thinking, why don't they just make him that size to begin
Yeah.
with? Why do they make it such a tempting little beast to throw down? Where I gotta like cut it up myself and get it in weird portions. Like, it's like, oh man, I'm already high. I can't count how much I'm taking.
They should like have like rating system for like if you've been taking drugs for 7 years plus,
Yeah.
this is okay for you.
Go past that elbow.
If you're like a toddler in drug taking years, you know,
stick with the ear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
infant size,
Yeah.
size. You know,
Because you know what? It doesn't hit for like another hour.
Yeah.
So essentially, we went to go see the movie, thinking,
But
well,
it was $25.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
we-
we refrained us to go.
because we're not only horrible drug addicts, we're also cheap.
That's the worst kind.
yeah, the worst combination of
Combination
a
from
cheap
there.
drug addict. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
the worst
I mean,
combination.
like, Nutroy went to, see Parasite. I mean, like, tell me about your experience when you were there.
To be honest, I don't remember. The only thing I
Knowing
remembered
this-
was
Do you
being.
know the story?
No, not really. I was just terrified. Like the whole experience, I was so terrified, man. I just kept ordering because we did VIP,
Yeah.
so I think I just didn't want to be alone, so I just kept ordering food. Just
Wow.
so like I just
Oh.
felt I just needed a sense of control.
Yeah.
So like, okay, if I order food and it comes, that means I'm still in control of the situation because this employee is bringing me food that I ordered.
Oh, okay.
And therefore it's in my control. So I like ordered food I didn't eat. I like there were like wings and cauliflower and like
Oh, that's nice.
people I was with, they were still like partying on, and I guess they've done this before. Well, you anybody else here seen Parasite?
I've
No.
seen Parasite.
Kin-Ming, just the movie made me feel very
Uncomfortable.
yeah.
I thought you were gonna make friends with your food, like your conscience side.
I think
like, asking them, like,
you know
just when
when
you're scared, you know.
you know when things start to fall apart.
Oh, yeah.
Like when the outs. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys because I think everybody else should see it.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Um,
you guys want to see it, right?
I haven't seen it yet.
I mean, you guys are eager to
But
see
don't worry,
it.
I've already seen the Wikipedia
Yeah,
description.
I don't have to
Okay.
like spoil anything because to be honest, if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to anyways because I was scared. I just remember a specific scene where the family thought they got away with it,
Yep.
and then the other person came in.
Oh yeah.
That shit freaked me out.
Yeah,
man.
that's when like the best part.
That's when I started hyperventilating, and like my chest started to feel warm, and I started to sweat,
That's called tachycardia.
and like I started to feel really numb,
Yeah.
and I'm going
Ooh.
for like the next hour.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
Scary. Like,
And like I couldn't. I really wanted to leave.
oh.
Like the way the family felt.
yes.
Like they wanted to leave the house.
yes.
That's how I really felt like I was
Yeah,
part of
you
it. I need to
actually
get the
feel
fuck
that
out of
way.
here.
Exactly.
Uh,
Until they found out, like, when there was actually a person downstairs in the basement.
That was scary
That
shit,
was
dude.
scary because little did they know there was a secret door to like this basement where there's an actual another person living there for his entire life. I guess I don't recall.
Yeah. So I will say, like, even if I was sober, I think it would have scared the shit out of me.
Yep. Yeah. I was.
It was a
smacking
very
my
ambitious,
friend.
like it was a very physically, visually ambitious film.
Yep.
Because like even to get that shot without any dialogue,
Yeah.
a lot of work.
Oh yeah. That is
Like no house like that exists on its own. They must
quite
have had to
haunting.
like build that house specifically for that movie. Fuck, it was very, very ambitious.
I don't know. I just like that gut feeling. Like you look at your basement, like a dark basement with like no lights on, and you just walk down by yourself, and it's just like, hello, that kind of feeling. I don't know, just like that kind of similar feeling when you like watch that part of the scene at the movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it seems like if I'm gonna ever do a full gummy, it's gonna have to be over a plane
Not a
flight.
full gummy.
Yeah.
Over a plane flight. I'm thinking
Oh,
at least
plane
a
flight?
five.
No,
At
you
least a
don't-
5-hour.
Just take a little thumb, like a little pinky, man.
And just wait an
Trust
hour.
me.
You're good.
Wait an hour.
yeah.
Because like I'll take it as the plane's taking off. Like okay, I got 5 hours to kill here.
Yeah.
I'll just, like,
If you take more than that, you will be you'll be walking down the hallways butt naked.
Okay, so that's the thing too, because it was Kin-Ming's and Aufaunt's first time,
Uh-huh.
or haven't done it in a
Nah,
while.
it's
So
my
I did
second
tell
time.
them about don't trust the wait, just don't trust the being patient, because it will come to you naturally. So don't wait for it, just let it ride.
Right.
ride that
And
ship.
And
because
it's true.
when they were waiting, they actually said, "Oh, I can't feel anything." That's what I knew. I'm like, okay, that's not good. So they wanted a second one.
The effect kicks in
I know.
like an
No,
hour
dude!
later.
I took another little pinky worth, whatever,
Oh,
and then we
God.
had the ice cream.
Ooh, the
that
ice
was
cream.
like-
That was delicious though.
Yeah, exactly.
Lavender.
That had THC. In
I
it.
couldn't stop
really?
eating that.
Yeah, so it's like
There's
a double
ice cream
hit.
form now. Okay.
Yeah, so we're like, oh, well, and we still didn't feel nothing. And then like after we did go
thrust
into the
away.
movie and we're at a table upstairs, and we started looking at each other like, how are you doing?
Literally, that was it.
yeah.
Oh my
They started
God.
playing what was that game? You know
That was the
air
ice
hockey?
hockey.
Air hockey, and we were playing a bunch
And I
of
was like,
basketball.
they're playing air hockey. They must still be in like full control of their brain right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was.
It's all good. And then we went to go get food, I believe, after that.
Yep, we went to A&W.
We tried to like sober up somehow, and then just got worse from there, man. It's like that's where everything happened. I think I've went through this story already. I may as well put it on wax. Basically, like at some point, I had to pee, right? And I'm thinking, if I pee, it'll all come out, because clearly my liver has processed all of this already. So as I'm peeing, I'm holding my dick, and then I close my eyes. And I thought an hour passed after I opened my eyes. I looked down and I'm still peeing. I'm thinking, man, that's a lot of pee. And I'm thinking, oh my God, people are probably trying to get in here, right? So, of course, I like clean my hands off because, coronavirus and all that shit, right? And you still want to be clean.
Oh yeah.
And I'm walking down between people in A&W, and I swear, like, I'm just trying not to look weird, and and then just people like this old lady is looking at me. I don't know what I must have been doing, and then I'm thinking like everything sounded like it was underwater. You know what I'm saying? Like it sounded like when people ordering on this way, it's like I couldn't really hear them order. I just heard, and then I went out to see you guys, and then Kin-Ming was underneath the statue going like this. Just shaking his head. I thought, yo, like you were having a seizure or something. I think you were just trying to like wake up, and then you kept falling back asleep right away. I don't know what the deal was.
Yeah, what was your experience then?
Oh yeah, we're at A&W. I ordered poutine. I don't know why. I think I just want food and just want poutine. And since the effect was kicking in so hard now, at that moment, I was like, yeah. Aufaunt, how do I get rid of this?
You eat it.
Yeah, you like try some root beer. The sugar will help process that feeling. Yeah. So I drank it like I didn't enjoy it. I drank it like I
it was
treated
medicine.
Yes, medicine. I was just using that word. And so I drank it like gum, like all the way and everything. I was like, all right, cool. Let's head out and everything since we finished our poutine and everything. And like, wow, this effect is kicking in way harder than I thought. So I was like sitting down in the statue, like, hey, François, help me out. Like, I'll come on my ass because like I need some help.
Yes.
Yes. So I was sitting down, like. I'm trying to like be more aware of my attention and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm just like knocking my head back and forth.
Was that what that was?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was trying to be like more awake because like I knew I want to get this thing out of my head.
Full crackhead. I was like, damn, man.
I'm like, yeah, I want to get that feel out of my head. That's why I like shaking and get the wind to me and everything.
Was there any positive experience out of this? Because this just seems to me like the same symptoms I experienced with a lot of sleep deprivation.
Well, actually, sleep debt would be pretty close if you ever driven sleep
Now
debt.
that you
Yes.
mention it,
Yeah.
the night before I didn't get any sleep.
Oh no.
So on top of that,
Oh no.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's bad, man.
it's like I get this experience where like I'm not up badly because if I sometimes sleep at 3 a.m. and I wake up at 6. In the middle of the day, I'm driving my kids to school. Worst case scenario, and it's like
Yeah.
I drift off like 2 minutes. I think, oh, there's a stoplight. I could close my eyes. Like I have like a full dream, and I wake up. Oh shit! Oh wait, still red.
Take another nap.
Okay, I'll go forward. Oh Lord, I gotta pull over.
Yeah, man. You know what? Like, you really feel like you're watching yourself almost.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're having an out of body experience. You're not completely separated from your id.
Yeah.
But you are definitely
A little.
there's an
unchained.
inner dialogue that's going, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And you know what
Oh my
they say?
gosh,
This is the
that's
funny
true.
thing is because everything they tell you is true. I don't know why I would discount it in the first place, but now we know,
Oh
right?
my gosh.
When they tell you like if you're high on drugs, the only thing you can talk about is being high, right? All you're gonna say, you're like, yo, man, You high? And you're like, I can feel it. It's like it's starting. I'm gonna try to walk normal, all that kind of stuff. And then all you're doing is talking about what you're experiencing at that moment.
Yeah.
There's really nothing else you can do, really, because you can't trust anything.
I had that feeling. Like you, Aufaunt, and François, you saw me when I like laying my head down, but it's actually like this.
Yeah.
That experience when you said, what was that word when you close your eye and everything? What do you call it?
Micro dosing.
Yeah, I had that feeling, and at the same time, like every minute, I had this 2,000 images like passing by.
Wow.
Like flipping a page, right?
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
fast.
yeah. It's just like every half a second, different image pops out.
Yeah, because they say that if you take an edible, it
Yeah.
actually passes through the liver, gets processed that way. That's why it's so slow.
Yeah.
And then it gets turned into a chemical that actually gives you hallucinations,
Right.
as opposed to just being high off of weed
yeah,
or something,
and I did
right?
feel
If you
that.
smoke it, you just get high.
I did
Like an
experience the
hour.
hallucination. Like I was
Yeah.
two different realities.
And the hallucination is usually manifested as a time distortion, basically, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was sitting there thinking I pissed for an hour. It was probably just like 10
see.
seconds, but
So-
I closed my eyes and like Neil deGrasse Tyson's telling me.
So yeah, that's a funny thing. Like I thought I was in two different reality at the same time. Basically,
Yeah.
At first, I knew I was with you two and
Yes.
everything, but the second reality, I was with this girl. Like this was like accompanying my ass. Like, hey, why are you here?
Oh wow, man! I was
Yeah.
just walking, thinking like, we should probably do something.
Do something?
to get
To
out
give
of
me
this
a-
moment.
Did you remember me twitching?
Oh yeah, you were twitching all over the joint, man. You
were
look
doing
full
a lot of
crackheady.
things.
I was like, yo, man, what's up? Like that's how he's taking it. And I thought maybe because I only took the gummies
Yeah.
and the ice cream, and I was told the ice cream wasn't that powerful to begin with, but you smoked a lot.
Oh yeah.
So
Before we
I'm
started.
thinking like that triple, dosage of something is why you were like full on East Hastings fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, well, what do you call it? Yeah, I know. Whatever.
I did the wrong
Truth hurts.
The thing is, the experience you guys are describing to me is like the
Not
same.
a pleasant one.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm surprised how well I relate to it, but I relate to it at the point when I had surgery to take my gallbladder taken out, and they give you the full blown anesthetic, right? It seems similar. It's like, oh, I'm hazy. I'm trying to be conscious, but reality was really fucking me up. It's
Yes.
like, oh, I'm trying. My brain is trying to get a handle on my reality, but
That's right.
not doing it well.
That's practically what it is, right?
Yeah, and it's like I remember that like, I was in a haze, and the same time distortion happened.
Yeah.
And then I was coming out of the anesthesia, and it's like I saw this nurse like, "Oh, she's really pretty." Like, did I just say that? It's like, "Oh, you're a really pretty nurse," and it's like, "Oh." Then my brain trying to get a battle. Don't say anything else. This is the bicameral conversation in your
Yeah.
brain. It's like, but that girl's really hot. Maybe she'll like, shut the fuck up, Jason.
Yeah.
Oh. Edit this out, please.
Yeah. Edit
Siso,
Sizzle. Yeah.
Sizzle.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's
But she's
very-
really hot. And then like 2 minutes later, as they were reeling me down, I threw up in the middle of the hallway. It's like,
Wow.
like, oh, okay.
Speaking of throwing up, Kin-Ming did that too. Like after he's done like crack twitching down the movie.
I asked François to like, yo, I need to go washroom because like instantly had that feeling like,
I
for
got
some
throw
reason I
up.
want to throw up, and then François just helping me go to the washroom.
But
That's
And then-
what I figured out because when we were going to the washroom, and
There was
I
a
tried to
lineup.
Open the I think you were in there.
no, I wasn't in there. I wasn't in there.
been
You
there
guys
for
were
30 minutes?
you guys were trying to go use the restroom. You had to ask them to buzz you in.
Well, I mean, there was like
Oh no, because
old
there was
lady.
an old lady there. She actually said, "Oh, there's a lineup." I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, okay."
I wasn't
Well,
in there.
there's that connection with the old lady with you in your story when
Yeah.
when she's looking at you when you're walking through that hall.
You know what? There could have been a time distortion. I don't know, but I remember sitting at the bench, like,
Okay.
and then going, "These guys are taking a really long time." I thought maybe you were in there and actually having a real like problem or something.
Man.
So,
You know, it'd been a trip if you guys all saw the same old lady, but at different parts of her life. Like you saw her as a child. You saw her
Okay,
as
if I can recall, she had a black jacket on.
I don't
short
remember
hair.
enough. I remember she was an old lady.
That's what they call a glitch in the matrix, man.
Yeah.
That's a problem right there.
Oh my God.
I know, but what is in the red pill? Right?
Yeah,
Like, what
exactly.
is the-
Turns out the red pill was just a really strong gummy.
yeah, right. Could it have been right?
It's like you take the
Really
blue
could
pill.
have been, man.
It's only like just a pinch of the thing, and you'll wake up and it's like nothing ever happened. You take the red pill, that was the whole gummy.
This is the funny thing is like, yo, man, this is us. Okay, I'm gonna set it up for the listening audience. This is us trying to order a taxi. You were actually like looking at your phone, and you were like tapping away, and I could see you struggling, going. And I was looking at and I was looking at my, because you're just trying to find a phone number. At least you had that wits about you. I was like, I gotta phone a taxi. What am I doing? I was like, should I Uber? How do you Uber?
That's the thing. I didn't know how to Uber too.
I had Uber set up, but I was like,
Oh, you
how
mean
do
true?
I do
Okay.
that? I was so high, and like I know how like you know that character Towley on South Park
Oh my
when he
God.
talks and you just ask him a question, he goes, I don't know. I'm so high. I was like, oh my God, I get it. It was just two of us in the middle of like that, you know,
When I was like
that
over
upstairs
yeah,
walkway
I was
going
at
like
the-
this.
I was at the pillow just throwing while you guys.
Yeah,
did
yeah, I
nothing.
was like this. Oh my God.
Siso,
man.
the way you described what you went through is essentially it.
Yep.
You're saying things you know that you can control normally,
Yes.
to hold back, yet somehow it's
It's
just
like
coming
there's
out of
like
your
a
mouth.
separation.
I get this feeling like once my kids get of age, I'm gonna like they start asking about drugs. Like, let me get your uncle to tell you his
Yeah,
experiences.
don't do it.
There's no upside to this apparently.
You know,
No,
honestly,
no,
there's not
okay.
really an upside.
Okay, here's the upside for that. Because you guys had too much on your
Yeah,
first time.
that's right. Yeah.
That's all I can say to that, okay? Because in the beginning, the first 30 minutes of it, when it actually hit us, we were actually having fun when we were playing air hockey. We were playing basketball. We were actually laughing our asses off.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun, but you know, after that, it's just everything.
Yeah,
just
too
kind
much
of
downhill
went-
from
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
down-
went
it was
too
too
natural.
much. Yeah,
Yep.
just too much. Too
Yep.
much.
So I think
So
it was
we-
too much for you guys' first time.
I see. Then we have a taxi and we went over to your place, Francois, and you guys, your Star Wars, whatever. I
Yo,
thought
man,
I was
the taxi
watching.
was hilarious because you were knocked out or whatever.
You know how
And I was trying to start a conversation with the taxi driver to appear not high. So as we're going down past Fraser, there's this what's the name of that song by Coolio? Come along,
Something
ride on a
Fantastic Voyage, yeah.
Fantastic Voyage. And I turn to the cab driver and I go, it is a fantastic voyage. And I'm thinking, ha, he won't know.
It's one of those in your efforts to not see
Yeah.
you have appeared to be the most
Exactly.
highest motherfucker in heaven.
And I was like, oh my, it's like, sweet, got him. And he's like, yes. And they just dropped us off like nothing happened. Thanks, by the way. And then we just entered. I don't know what your parents must have thought. I don't know. But
Oh, I
either
didn't
way.
even know you were there. It
Good.
was just my
Oh,
brother.
good.
You're
So
brother.
so it seems like the rule of thumb if you're first time is like if you're trying to maintain a semblance of sanity and sobriety, it's like just STF up the whole trip, the whole way until you like
Yeah.
until you sleep. STF up is like
That's the thing too. That's why I didn't really take too much
Can
of
you,
what
though?
you guys took, because somebody needed to be a designated
Oh yeah.
babysitter. Because when
Okay.
I saw you guys taking some of those, I'm like, okay, I gotta stop eating some of these stuff.
Wow. I know because I can imagine if you were
Oh my
just
God,
as
we're
high as them, I was like,
Fuck,
it would have been
dude.
three
We're all-
idiots.
that would've been
Freaking out.
bad.
Three
Oh my
Stooges.
God.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so it was a nice sleep until I still remember like shit. I still have my car parked out at not Roy's place, and I need to bring it home.
Not Roy's place.
Yeah, no, but like I still need to bring it home. Like if you taxi me back home, my parents will be pretty pissed.
Yes.
For leaving the
So
car.
we took a Uber back to the vehicles and went home.
Yep, and you were like talking to the Uber driver, like, yeah, we got food poison.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We had food poisoning. Those damn NW onion rings.
I was so focused on my regimen.
We're supposed to watch a movie. Now we all sick. Boo hoo. Oh well.
And crazy enough, he has his story of
Yes.
saying like, yeah, guys, you guys are the luckiest passengers in my seat because my wife are asking me to
Oh yeah.
come back home, but I said, all right, one more,
Yeah.
and we were the last people.
You know the messed up thing is, you were just you were standing in the middle of the street at one point,
Oh yeah, I need to hear this.
and then as we get out of the Uber, you stand in the middle of the street, and I'm looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
Wait, is it Royce?
Yeah. Not Roy's place. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, not Royce.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all good. Whatever.
There's no vehicles there or whatever, right? But you know, like you're in the middle of the street, and
I
I'm
was
thinking,
fully functioning.
I
I'm
think
gonna be
you're.
honest
I
with
still
you.
think you're fucked up, right?
That's crazy.
You know, and then so doing that, I get out of the car to try to stop you, and then I left my phone in the Uber. Luckily, the Uber driver lives in Surrey, like 5 minutes from where
That's
I live.
good.
So I end up, you know, spending $15 because you got to do troubleshooting with Uber, and then I went to his place to pick up my phone. I give a big tip too because he was actually really good.
Yes.
Really good driver, really good guy to actually help me out and stuff.
Yes.
But I was like, damn, this is exactly what you expect to happen when you're messed up like this. You know?
Yeah.
Like I actually left my phone. This thing never leaves my side usually. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's because I was out of my wits, man.
How did you like track him? Like, did you like go?
No,
by
I went on my
computer?
laptop at
Your
home,
laptop, oh,
and I was like, I hope I can do this from my laptop. I don't know how Uber works, right? I thought I'd need my phone for it to work. And it's gonna
Yeah.
send a code to my phone, but if I don't have a phone,
Yeah.
what am I gonna do? So it worked, and then they ended up calling my other phone, and then I'm
Oh
good.
wow! And he answered it.
Yeah, he called me and then just told me where to go to pick up the phone. So
Oh, that's awesome.
Problem is, I'm still kind of high. So I was like driving around the neighborhood because I immediately thought it's my ex-girlfriend's house. I'm like rolling around going, because he's like almost my ex-girlfriend's neighbor. So I'm rolling around. I'm going, where's this house? And only reason I saw him because he was in the middle of the street, like going like this, because he saw me like going back and forth. So I'm thinking, like, if the police get suspicious or a neighbor gets suspicious of this truck going back and forth and whatever, I'm gonna get fucked tonight because I'm not only like in the neighborhood I shouldn't be in, I'm also high.
You're hot in your neighborhood.
I'm not supposed to be driving. Like, I'm driving and I'm actually at my width because I can actually, it's still normal, but you don't really know. You should not be doing. In fact, as I'm pulling into my driveway at home on the radio, is a commercial for, listen folks, don't drive high. And I'm thinking, I won't. Never again. It's like, either way, it was a successful, unsuccessful night. We learned a lot.
Yes.
So much.
I learned not to do it again. Not that way.
You know what the crazy thing is? Like, I think the main objective was to just try CBD.
Yeah.
We even called it CBD Day.
Yeah.
But then I think we got hyped real fast.
Uh-huh.
I think like I had no sleep the night before, and then I'm like, okay, this is the one day, we better just go hard.
I know.
So I don't even know what CBD's like.
Well, see, that wasn't CBD though, man.
Yeah. So like to this day,
That was THC.
yeah, that was like stuff that gets you high. So
CBD doesn't do anything to you. It just
calms you down, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's what I was aiming for. I just wanted a calm evening.
Well,
But then,
I
you know,
That's
you're with
really
your
quick.
boys, and you want to turn up a little.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, let's get some
Oh,
partner
man.
stuff.
We should do like a calm podcast episode when we
calm
take
podcast.
CBD together.
I'm surprised this didn't turn out to be like the Asian Hangover.
Oh, it almost did. He's like
I-
throwing up in the middle of the
Please do a
hallways
podcast if there is
upstairs
some hilarious
Oh
crackhead
my
stories.
God. I know, like one of us loses an ear or something.
It was this one time with a tiger. I didn't know it was Mac Tyson's.
I was so proud of myself going downstairs. You know what I'm saying? I was actually proud. It was only like four steps, and I was like, I made it down. Like, yes, I did it.
Well, next time I think what we're gonna try to do is like everybody have like way less,
Yes.
and we're gonna be right in front of a restaurant so we can. Just
Well,
relax
not only
and eat.
that, yeah, way less and wait for it.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, just wait for it.
just wait for it.
Like you just need to sit in front of a window and just sit there and let it
Yes.
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't leave until it's done.
And don't be fooled thinking you know I'm good.
Yeah,
that's
Just ride the wave, man.
and if
Just ride
anything,
the wave.
maybe just smoke it. I don't smoke though, but I tried that because like I said, like you know, if you process it through the liver, you're gonna get hallucinations, and I'd rather not.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, do you want to get the hallucinations?
I don't know. It depends if I'm not gonna like.
Have you ever wanted to try ayahuasca or whatever? Ayahuasca or those other ones? I imagine this must be that and more.
Mm-hmm. I
Right?
imagine it would be.
It's like I'd be like, me and the Lord gotta have a few words. Excuse me, gentlemen.
Yeah, I know. Right?
I'll be back in 2 hours. Maybe I'll have a couple of tablets from Mount Sinai for y'all.
Oh my goodness. We find you like trying to like tap a nail through your arm. It's like, what are you doing, Jen? What are you doing, Jizzo?
The thing about what I keep hearing about ayahuasca is there is this one like small person, kind of a small figure
Oh,
that's made out of love. That's what I keep.
Like a Care Bear?
Oh shit! Yeah, I was like, it's a Care Bear.
Yeah, it's like a person that's like a small tiny creature, like alien type.
and it visits you in your
yeah,
hallucination?
Well, on ayahuasca, and there's the shapes that's made out of love. That's what I keep hearing.
Do you see like no one's
I don't know what
done
that
it, right?
means, but
I'm a
Man.
little afraid because if you're that high, you need someone to take care of you while you're.
Somebody
you
needs to be-
You need to. Yeah. I
And
can't
props to
imagine.
judge.
Props
like-
to François.
Need to like just like rent out like a Holiday Inn room and just like do it there and walk around the city, then go back there when shit
When
hits the
we're-
You know,
fan
like
or something.
those experiences are somewhat interesting, and I have a curiosity just because of the health benefits. Supposedly, you know, what's his name? Steve Jobs and a few others
Yeah.
have tried this, and it supposedly separated their anxieties about real life, and they're able to just get to work and do things, right? But
Yeah.
after this experience, I'm like, I don't know how Snoop Dogg does this.
He
How
does
gets
it every
anywhere-
day.
so here's the thing about when you guys took that good amount of, you know, that kind of
THC?
sets you on a different lane where that should be the lane now. You know what I mean? At least now you guys actually experience the bad trip.
right.
Yeah.
You've had a bad
You know what a bad trip feels like.
That's your line now. So at least you guys know what or when not to take too much.
How much we should
You,
take.
you know what too much is.
Yeah, on any drugs now.
It does feels like it's like the same feeling of when you're drunk, like really drunk. I don't know
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you guys agree,
Yeah.
but I do feel the same thing. When you're very high and very drunk, it feels the same feeling.
It's like I hate that feeling of delirium where like my brain is struggling to like I want to get back to reality but I
Yeah.
can't and it's pissing me off.
Yeah, and you're conscious of it.
Yeah,
You're
you're
like-
conscious of like I want to enjoy watching this TV but I can't even turn it the fuck on because my brain doesn't want to settle the fuck down. I hate that feeling,
Yeah.
so I don't want to get through that. I want to avoid that part of it.
Dude,
Although I gotta say, like when I was in the hospital and they gave me that Michael Jackson drug,
Yeah.
whatever that was that he passed away with, whatever, that was the best sleep I ever had.
Ambien?
No, it was
Is it
the
Oxy something?
Oxycontin?
Oxycontin, yeah.
That's the one.
I went on that, and then they go, "Well, there's a slight risk you won't wake up." And I was like, "Well, there's a slight risk I'd die anyway today, so you may as
There's a
well."
slight risk I might hit you by a bus, but you
Exactly.
know.
And then, so they,
YOLO.
but I did exactly what you said because I woke up to a beautiful nurse, and I was like, "You're really pretty."
Exactly.
My man.
I like there's no filter at that point.
Exactly.
Like, was I out? She goes, "Oh, you were out."
The thing is, I remember that experience, and like I saw this. The nurse was giving. I don't know. It's like she really gave me a bad look, but I was like,
Really?
I'm
What did
so
you
s-
do?
All I said was like, "You're pretty," It's like- and I saw she gave me this bad look, and I was like, "Why did you have to give me this bad look? I just said you're pretty." And I was like, "Wait a minute, I'm awake. Where am I? What the hell? Why am I? What? Oh, did I just go through? I just did like two. I felt like 2 minutes, but it's like,
Yeah.
have I been out for 5 hours?
Apparently, right? Yeah, I think I went out for like an hour or something.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that was the best sleep I ever had.
just for an hour?
Honestly, like it wasn't too much. They just had to restart my heart.
Oh,
But you know, it's like what do you call it? I can see why people get addicted to that particular drug.
Shit, yeah.
It's the best I've felt in a long time. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Just even on an emotional level or whatever. Just being so like out
Yeah.
and then like a restart. You know what I mean? Like it's like pushing the power button on a video game console. You know, it's like
This is my working theory on like the effect of drugs on you. It's like if your daily life is you've got a lot of stress and anxiety on a regular basis, the drugs will help take that load off. So that's why a lot of people like their creativity gets opened up when they're able to really smoke up. But if you're naturally like an even keeled person, the drugs will kind of take you on the opposite end of the spectrum.
That's a
You're
possibility.
like, oh crap! Like all the stuff you didn't have before, now you're just paranoid. And you're like, oh shit, there's so much stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like it kind of does the opposite. So it's like really it depends on where you're at when you're taking it and what's on
I
you.
could see how you could become paranoid because I started thinking everyone's looking at me.
Yeah,
you know?
you're overcompensating. I'm not high.
And you're oddly enough, you're aware of of things that are gonna cause you trouble. Like there's a security guard.
You're hyper aware.
There's some people that look like they're busybodies. I better act normal.
It's crazy. Everything's a suspect.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Because you're like, the floor is still, but it's so still I might fall on it. It's like everything's against you, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I just have to avoid the earth as I fly along. So it's like,
I know.
okay.
I'll just avoid the earth.
Or else I will fall into space.
Oh yeah. And, like some people have gotten to the point where they didn't OD, but it's like that's the danger because I've read about that and I was worried about that with you. What do you call it? Like you actually forget to breathe. You know?
Did I?
No. But people forget to. Some people have gotten to the point where their what's it called? Their
Or the autonomic responses.
autonomic response system. Your brain actually just goes, I don't know. What do you want me to do? It's like, breathe. What's that? Right? So
It's like your brain just got instructions. It's like everything it used to do automatically, stopped it. Right now, like, really?
yeah, but luckily that didn't happen to any one of us. Thank goodness.
Nah, I was pretty aware. I was pretty aware of my surroundings.
You know what? Like I was more worried about you because you look like you're whacked out.
Yeah.
Honestly. You were like
Bass
making
head.
weird bass head neck movements and shit. That's why I was worried. Like, what happened? What did we do to poor King-Ming? His parents are gonna kill us.
No, it was just a bad
We'll just leave his dead body under the statue. Oh my god.
Gosh.
So
Yep, I was just trying to like wake myself up just by like throwing my head around, and it's quite normal because like it feels loose. I think now, like right now I'm like so like kind of like fully function. Like what am I doing with my head?
No, because he was okay. Because I do keep asking questions and stuff.
Okay.
Like, hey, do you have work tomorrow? It's like, yeah, I do. Okay, cool.
How would I know? I was.
But it's like if you're gonna go through this again, it's like just stay in the studio, get some food ready.
I don't even want to
And
leave
just like
the studio because I'd be worried we do some stupid shit. In
the thing is, the key thing is to contain whatever fucked
Yeah.
upness you do.
Yeah,
Just contain it in one space where no one can see you. So you're just like, here, okay, just ride that wave. And if you wake up, only your studio's trashed and no one else got like embarrassed or arrested.
No, well even then, it's not gonna because we're only gonna take a little.
Yeah, a little bit.
We're gonna like really be nice to strippers.
Well, there you go.
Oh, is it gonna be?
Ma'am, I
That's
just,
the night.
Huh?
That's the night. The night we
That's
go.
the night.
Yeah, why not?
Yes.
Tonight?
Oh, not tonight. No,
No, I'm not touching that for a long time.
maybe like in a month or two.
something
Like,
like that.
well,
No, I meant going to there. Going there.
Oh, the strip club. Yeah, like I think it would be cool because I figure if you're as high as we were when we were just playing games or less, that'd be fine. And that'd be enjoyable because then at least you get like the effect of like how lights are sort of blazing you. So the strip lights are going on, and then they're blinking, and then there's butt naked ladies. That'd be kind of dope. That's pretty much what it is. So we should probably end the podcast right now because it's closing in on close to 2 hours.
Closing credits.
So if you enjoyed the podcast, please
subscribe.
and press the like button.
Yes.
Please.
Follow us on Instagram, WG Podcast 2. Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I don't know.
At GP.
I don't even listen to us. I'm high.
That's the closing credit right there.
Sorry, it's WG Podcast. That's what it's called.
Stay green.
WG podcast
WG Podcast.
on Instagram. Sweet.
On Instagram. Yeah. All right, that's it. Thank you.
Just a
Episode
thumbful.
9.
Just a thumbful. Don't eat the whole thing. Just a pinky. Don't eat the whole hand.
You've been warned.
Just eat a nail.